the new 90s. This the new 90s.
Meth Lab Studio merchandise. I'll leave the link in the description so you can go cop it. My Trash Opinions. Did a BET Awards edition. I did the whole first episode. The views aren't through the roof, but the feedback, the few people that have watched it have given me great feedback and want me to continue. So I'm continuing with My Trash Opinions. DJ A Lot of Mathematics Wu-Tang album came out last Friday. I streamed it on Friday, but I wanted to wait until I actually owned it before I reviewed it. And I own it. That's probably not in focus at all, but I own it. Put it in the car, drove around, listening to it to get the real feel of it. You can't listen to something on your phone or the computer and really get the feel of the music, in my opinion. So, drove around, listened to it. I'm going to go track by track with my opinion of each track. The intro, it's cool. You know, the RZA part and the kung fu shit, it's a cool intro. You know, nobody really listens to intros all the time anyway. You listen to it once, you get the feel of it. You know, nobody listens to intros more than once or twice anyway. Lesson Learned. The second single, this shit is fucking dope. Dak, of course, you know, he's my personal favorite MC out of the Wu-Tang Clan. He's amazing. Like, everything he touches is dope. Redman is dope. The beat is dope. You know, I've seen people say some shit, but I'll save that for the end. But yeah, Lesson Learned, that shit is dope. It's Redman and Dak, so it doesn't feel like a Wu-Tang Clan song, like would be on their album with only two people. Because even Red Bull, when Redman was on that, it was a bunch of people plus Redman. But it's a dope track. And the cool part is at the end, Redman actually says what he says at every live show. If you've ever been to a Red and Meth show, at every show he does the same thing. Put your hands together for your brother and mine, DJ Mathematics, that made the Wu-Tang logo. You know, he does the same thing at every show. He did that at the end of the first track on the album. That shit was dope. That was a nice touch. I really like that shit. Fast and Furious. Huge shout out to my dude, Hugh Hef. Hugh Hef deserves this. Fucking really cool dude. Haven't met him in real life yet. Talked to him on the phone, but I haven't met him in real life. Some shit came up. He's on my new album coming out. The dude is, you know, not only is he dope, but he's a stand-up dude. Really good guy. Fast and Furious is fucking, is great. It's like exciting. Hugh Hef goes in, Ray fucking totally destroys it. It definitely, when the first time I went through it, it definitely kept me going. Like, oh yeah, this album is serious. Famous Fighter Skip. I mean, I listened to it once. I'm never gonna listen to it again. It's just kung fu. It's just kung fu shit. You could have, he could have thrown it at the end of Fast and Furious. You know, it's just a bunch of kung fu clips thrown together. It's like a minute and a half of kung fu flicks. If Time is Money, Fly Navigation. This shit is like some pimp shit. You know, Meth does his thing. He raps for like 3 minutes straight, doesn't do a hook until the end. It reminds me of 2 Minutes of Your Time from Meth Lab, where he just spit like crazy and did a little bit of a hook, but it was almost just straight spitting. But this one's even longer. He fucking killed it. Not my style of beat. If it was probably any other member of Wu, I wouldn't have liked the song. But since it's Meth and he fits perfect on it, this shit is dope. I can, you know, I've listened to the album like 5 times and like the skits and songs that I don't really like or whatever. I'm, you know, starting my skipping process of songs I'm going to be skipping every time and stuff. This, I definitely listen to all the way through. Frozen. Method Man, Killer Priest, and Chris Rivers. Big Pun's son. Oh my, yo, the verses are fucking sick. The beat is probably one of the best beats on the album. My only gripe is there's no actual cuts on the hook. It's a sample hook, but there's no cuts. And so, after Raekwon's clip, Ghostface clip comes in super awkward. And, he's a DJ. You know, he's super talented as a DJ, so I think, personally, I think he should have did some cuts to smooth out the transition from Raekwon to Ghostface on the hook. Definitely not something to make me not like the song, just a little thing that bothers me, because I'm OCD. When I hear things, I hear it a certain way in my head, and if it doesn't come out that way, it OCDs me, you know, so that bothers me, but not enough to not like the song. The song is fucking hot. Birdo and the Fiend skit. I would, if I was in charge of the album, I'm not big, I'm not huge on a lot of skits. This skit I would keep on there because it reminds me of a 36 Chambers type skit. You know what I mean? Like, classic Ghostface skit. So I would keep that on there. It's a cool skit. Pearl Harbor, that's a song, a lot of people are talking about Pearl Harbor. Ghostface, Method Man, RZA, and Sean Price. This shit is dope. But, it sounds exactly like something from like Legendary Weapons and chamber music. Not that that's a bad thing, because I like both of them, you know what I mean? The song is definitely not skippable. I fucking listen to it. Sean Price fucking does his thing. That's, you know, he definitely goes in. Ghostface fucking kills it. So, you know, definitely a dope song. Not my favorite song in the album, but definitely dope. And it's always good to hear new Sean Price. You know, rest in peace to Sean Price. People say, the first single, as soon as I heard this, I was like, yep, Math is on his shit. I'm gonna love this shit. I'm gonna bump this album. This shit's gonna be hot. When's this dropping? That shit is perfect. That shit is really perfect. It's got Redman on it, which brings more viewers. Meth sets it off. Fucking destroys this fucking shit. Meth's verse is fucking heat. And the hook. Oh man, that hook is dope as fuck, man. This sample is fucking, he flipped it in a different way that I haven't heard Ben flip before. So that was really dope. He took a known sample that has been flipped like millions of times and still found a way to flip it different. As a producer, that shit, I was impressed. This shit was really dope. I really like that song. Family, skit, another skit that I would just skip. I listened to it the first time. By the second time I went through it, I just skipped it. I mean, I guess it keeps it flowing. It's relevant to the next song, but not worth listening to every time, in my opinion. Why? I like that shit. I haven't heard RZA spit like good verses in years, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of RZA as a rapper these days. But I really like the song. The only question is, the girl singing and the girl talking sound totally different, so I don't know if it's the same person, and I can't even pronounce her name, because it's like Swanka or something. I have no idea who it is. I googled that name, and this song is the only song that comes up, so I have no idea who that person is. I would like to know more. You know, but the song's dope. I listen to it. You know, probably the best RZA solo-ish, you know, because the chick's on the hook. So, probably the best RZA solo track I've heard in years, to be honest. G'd Up. The beat came in, I was like, oh, this shit is dope. Meth came in, I'm like, oh, Meth is killing this shit is dope. The scratch hook came in, I'm like, that's what I wanted to hear on Frozen. Fucking killed the scratch hook. And then And then we had auto-tune. Welcome to the big boy life. Bro, I don't know whose idea that hook was, but it was terrible. It was terrible. And you already got a scratch hook. Leave the scratch hook on it. That Armin dude killed it. I had to Google who the dude was, learned all about him and everything, because he killed that verse. I love the song, other than that horrible auto-tune singing. Get that dude out of here. MZ Jones, I guess, is who that is. Get him out of here, man. That was terrible. That was terrible. Oh, that was terrible. Song, you know, to be honest, if I bought it digitally, what I would probably do is I would probably go in and cut that out and just leave the scratch hook on my version. And it would be one of my favorite songs on the album, to be honest, if I cut the auto-tune shit out. If what you say is true, I haven't been seeing this song get a lot of love, and apparently no one's listened to it. I'll get to that later. But, yeah, this shit is dope. Street Life comes in. Shout out to Street Life. I don't know if he even remembers me, but shout out to him. Yeah, it was definitely something you would hear on a Wu-Tang Clan album. I really fucking liked it. It fucking, you know, it sounded like a Wu-Tang Clan track. It was really dope. I had that Wu-Tang vibe that, you know, like you almost thought you would hear every member on it. It was like, you know, not Protect Your Neck. Didn't sound like Protect Your Neck, but it had the one album posse cut feel to it. You know what I mean? Like everyone was about to be on that shit. And please, people, listen to the last verse. Saga skit. That shit is dope. That kind of skit I like. I like it. Hood Go Bang. Yeah, it's good. I don't know why it's only a minute and a half. I don't know if there was a second verse and they cut it off, or they just wanted it to be shorter than some of the skits on the album. But yeah, the shit's dope. Redman does the hook, Meth does a verse, and it's over. And my biggest gripe is I want a second and third verse. That shit was dope. I wanted to listen to more of it. My Only One sounds like something that would have been on Iron Flag. They're talking about girls and stuff, and I'm like, oh, come on. But I liked it. It works. It's got the depth to it. You know, in the beat, that the beat is sick. The dude singing the hook can really actually sing. There's no auto-tune. Everyone goes in. The verses are dope. It's really good. It would be good as a single. They performed it on Jimmy Fallon. They did a video. It might actually blow, to be honest. That song is pretty good. Message and the Saga Continues outro. Put those two together. The Message, get out of here. Or throw it at the end of a song. Those type of skits just bother me. The Saga Continues was dope. I like that. Get rid of the messages, have the Saga Continues as an outro. Jizza did this on Beneath the Surface. You don't have two skits in a row. It's weird. To me, at least. In my trash opinion, it's weird. Take the message off. Or put it somewhere else. More relevant. It just, it was cool. It's not dumb. It just is in a weird place, and it's not the type of skit that I'll ever listen to twice. The Saga Continues though was dope. That was a good outro. It ended really good, and they did a good job with that.